Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably heard the word tariff mentioned a couple dozen times in the last couple of weeks. Today, I'm gonna walk you through what that means from a macroeconomic environment, as well as how tariffs might impact your print-on-demand business. So let's start off with what's been going on. First, I will make a disclaimer here that I am based in the United States, and so I'm filming this with the stance of what is happening in the United States. If you are located in another country, it's likely that this is not impacting you nearly as much. The other disclaimer that I'm going to make here is that this situation is changing literally by the hour. I'm filming this on Friday afternoon on April 11th, and in the last couple of days, there have been so many changes to the situation, and so it's very likely that by the time this is posted, there might be a couple of changes. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments, like, subscribe. I'll be here to give as many answers and updates on how this impacts print on demand as possible. So to go back, in the last couple of weeks, there have been many different tariffs that have been imposed upon the United States trading partners. And so a tariff is basically a tax that goes on to goods that are being imported into the United States. Technically, it could be any country, but for the purpose of this video, it's gonna be in the United States. So that means that, let's say I manufacture products, it costs me $10 to make that product in, let's say, China. And let's say that there is a tariff that gets imposed on that good for 25%. What does that mean? That means that I still have to pay for the price of that good, which costs $10, but now in order to bring it over the border, that means it's going to cost me an extra $2.50 that I have to pay to the government in order for me to get that over and into the United States. So right off the bat, cost of goods have seen an increase if this goes into effect. Now, over the last several weeks, there have been several tariffs that have gone into effect. So folks that were shipping in products from different countries had those tariffs imposed, and they've been kind of scrambling to figure out how they were going to kind of offset these costs in their production. In the last week or so, there have been a new round of tariffs imposed that were announced from the United States government, basically putting tariffs onto many different countries, and high tariffs, meaning not just 20%, but all the way up to over 100% tariff percentages onto a bunch of goods. As of today, there has been a 90-day pause on all tariffs from countries except for China, and that tariff from China is over 100% tariff. There is a lot of conversations, this is not a political video, about what is going to happen and why these tariffs are being imposed. Typically, tariffs are something that is put out into the world in order to incentivize more domestic production, meaning that we want to bring more production back to the United States to incentivize our economy. But in the meantime, that causes a lot of different fluctuations in market pricing, which we are going to get into. The goal from many people, and the ultimate kind of plan here, is to impose these large tariffs in order to get to a negotiating table and make a deal that makes sense for a larger amount of people. But as it stands today, there is a 90-day pause for most countries on these heightened tariffs, except for China, which is right now being hit with an over 100% tariff. So what that means is there may be goods that were produced in China sitting at the port that are now having to have a 100% price hike in order to get those into the United States borders. So very large disruption in the supply chain for any products that are produced in China to move over to the United States. There's all types of different ways that people can try to get around tariffs, whether that's shipping into Canada or shipping into Mexico and then kind of shipping those products from there. That is something that a lot of companies have deployed. That will be going away. There's also a provision now that if there is a good that costs less than $800, there's not going to be a tariff imposed on that good to get over to the United States. That is also going away. And so what we will likely end up seeing here from a macro environment is that the costs of many goods is going to rise. Why is this going to happen? Well, we operate in a capitalistic economy here, and if a business used to make a 20% margin off of their products, and now they've been hit with a 100% cost of goods price increase. So the product that used to cost them $10 to ship in now costs them $20 to ship in. They have a couple of choices to make. They can eat that price increase, meaning that they just lost a lot of money. And that could mean that they're no longer profitable because of the way their pricing structure works. Keep in mind that most companies do not operate like print on demand, where I really only have to pay for myself and a couple of different softwares that I use. Folks that are operating at a larger scale are having to have many more expenses when it comes to people that they hire, capital expenditure for the machines that they use, warehousing, customer service, all types of expenses that we have the pleasure of not having to deal with. And so a 100% price increase could significantly impact all of those different pieces and cause them to be unprofitable. So they have a choice, and that is we're going to eat that cost and we're going to become significantly less profitable in the short term, which is likely not going to happen. Or they can pivot over to, some solves, which would keep them margin neutral. And that would mean increasing their prices, because now if they used to pay $10 for that, they're paying $20 for that. They're going to have to increase prices to the consumer to try to remain profit neutral or sustain any type of level that they were kind of hitting before. There are plenty of other options that you can consider if you were in this position and you're a big brand, which would mean kind of looking for cost savings, trying to find a different country to import those products, trying to bring that production domestic. But those are all things that will take time and won't happen overnight, and likely they wouldn't be able to get those things into place for weeks, if not months down the line. So what the typical immediate and closely felt reaction is going to be increasing their prices. And so what happens when all of these goods start increasing their prices? Customers start to feel that. Consumers feel that pressure. When you start going to the store and all the goods that you used to be able to pay $10 for, you're now like, what the heck? Why is it $15? Well, that business still needs to make money too, and all the prices have just gone up until alternatives start hitting the market and people start getting crafty and maybe moving production and those types of things. From a macroeconomic environment, these tariffs typically lead to prices going up and inflation as items start getting more and more expensive. So I say all of this to convey that I have no idea what is going to happen. We don't know if these tariffs are going to actually go into effect for these additional countries. There is 90 days for several international trade deals to be made in order to see if they actually go into place. Right now, there are conversations ongoing about China and the United States negotiating to get to some sort of resolution. What we can say is that if these tariffs do go into place or stay in place for China, which is what we have in place now, that prices of goods will increase. And what happens when the price of goods typically increase is consumer discretionary spending goes down. What does that mean? Things that you do not need to have end up becoming less important for you to purchase because the cost of everything is increasing, and so you have to make a few more decisions on what you're going to buy. Typically means that all of the goods that were coming in from China are now going to have much higher price points, and that just means in the short term, people are not going to be able to afford things. So I'm not an economist. Do not use this for investment advice. This is more so to give you a gauge on what these conversations are meaning and what does that mean for the macro environment. If we dive a little bit deeper into print on demand, which is ultimately why everybody is here today, I think that there are a couple of different dynamics that we can talk about and things that as a print on demand seller, you might be able to start thinking about in order to protect yourself in case these continue and perpetuate even further. So let's take a look at Printful as an example. Obviously with print on demand, there is a range of different print providers that you can be using. I'm gonna use Printful as an example because it's the cleanest example that we have to use here. A lot of print on demand providers are more of a middleman. Printful actually brings these products in through all of their different suppliers and prints packages and ships those orders for you. So it's a cleaner example of what we can kind of talk through. So for example, for Printful, they have come out and said so far as of like April 3rd that there are no changes to pricing as of yet. Take a look at any emails, monitor your email inbox to make sure that you are up to date on all things tariffs. But as of now, no large changes. But all of those dynamics that I just mentioned at the beginning of this video about how costs are going to increase if there are tariffs imposed, does happen for our print-on-demand providers, which goes to say that they're gonna have to make those decisions too on, all right, if there's a cost increase for this product, I'm gonna eat it or I'm gonna pass it along to my customer. And we are those customers that then have to make a decision as well to eat that price increase or pass it along to our customers. And so while there aren't any price increases now, there are a couple of different things that we can start to consider when it comes to what we might need to do. So as I talked about at the beginning of this, there is a pause on all tariffs except for China at this moment. So what I would recommend you do is you start to dig into where your blank products are being sourced from. So for example, if you come into Printful and you scroll through their products, find the ones that you are assorting into your shop and start to see where they are getting that blank product from. I'm just gonna click into one of these examples, and if you scroll down, you will see on Printful this piece here that says source. And if you click onto that, it's going to tell you where that is sourced from, which is Bangladesh. If we do some Googling onto Bangladesh, we can find that this is one of the countries that did have a tariff imposed on it, but actually got reversed with the 90-day pause of this decision. So this is a product where as of now, the price has not changed from the last couple of weeks. And so in theory, we don't know what Printful is going to do, but in theory would mean that the price of this should not significantly rock too aggressively one way or another. And if we take a look at another example, which is the Comfort Colors 1717, we see here that this product is actually produced in Honduras. So another one that shouldn't see an immediate impact for print on demand at this time. But as a converse example, if we take a look at this mug, the white ceramic mug that has a color interior that I've seen a lot of folks utilize and ship really well, myself included, and we scroll down to check the blank source here, that is sourced from China. So now this product is likely going to increase in cost for Printful to kind of bring that into the United States, which could in theory mean that the price for us to ship that might change in the future as well. To wrap up this video, obviously there are a lot of concerns going on right now on what these tariffs mean for the overall economy, for individual business owners, and what decisions you should be making to kind of support your business. In terms of action items, a couple of really easy things that you can start to do. One is making sure you know where your products are being sourced from. Like I did in Printful, go on and see where that blank is sourced from, so you have an idea if there is an impact today, which would be China and other parts of Asia, or if you may have an impact within 90 days when those pauses are lifted on tariffs. I would also recommend, if you are falling in that bucket of having the majority of your sellers come from China, start to poke around and see if there are alternatives that you might be able to shift to, have those listings ready, have those products ready to be able to make that switch if those price increases do make their way down to us. I would also recommend making sure you feel confident that you understand your profit margins. As mentioned, if prices are going to increase, we're going to have a decision to make, and that's either compress our own profit margin or pass along that increase to the consumer wholly or partially. So knowing if you have a 20% profit margin or a 5% profit margin is going to be really, really critical to making the decision to increase your prices or leave them as is, assuming that they actually kind of increase. Be ready to seize the demand that might be shifting across the United States market. There were very, very large companies that are likely going to be hit significantly by these tariffs that we might be able to fill that demand for. Please drop your questions, comments, concerns into the comments below. I will try to be responding to them. And if there are any other pieces of information that is kind of requested, I'm happy to do a follow-up video as well.